I think this is why a lot of people go through the various career changes that they have in later life, because they think, oh, I've made my money now in this field that has sucked my soul dry. And now I'm going to go into, yeah, yeah, I'm going to go into something completely different now.
Yeah, that's what you're so right. Yeah. That was me as an engineer, to be honest. Not like my first company after graduating undergrad, but it wasn't because I didn't like what I was doing. I just did not like my colleagues. I did not like where I worked. I did not like the interaction. I was way, way younger than them. And the way they treated me was very negative. So sometimes I tell my students, this is why I encourage you to do internships and co ops, because you will find out several things in a summer internship. One, I do or do not want to be this major. I do not like what I decided to major in, and I don't want to do it as a career. And two, do I like the industry I'm going into or the people that I'm going to have to work with? I now know a manufacturing facility at 23 years old with a bunch of old farts and union workers who were nasty to me was not the place for me. But my second job as an engineer was amazing. But even still doing that, I spent more time tutoring and talking to the interns and doing service work with kids to know that I was not meant to be there. I needed to be an engineering professor. So that's why I left and went back to grad school. But another thing that I've unfortunately seen, and it makes me very sad, is I've seen students who wanted to be a musician, a pianist, an artist whose parents refused to pay for any degree other than medicine or engineering. I've had students like that, and some of them almost failed out because they hated being there. Some actually did well and were miserable and probably went on to be an engineer, but it wasn't going to last. So one thing I tell kids is please don't pick a major for your parents. I hate some of them had no choice because their parents would only pay for that degree. And please don't pick a major for the money. I've had some students who say, I do want to be an artist, but I was told they don't make any money. So I picked engineering. So they have a miserable 4 years getting through engineering school when they really want to go to art school. I had one student make it all the way to grad school and drop out after her second year in her master's program and become an artist. And her mother reached out to me and was completely devastated and said, can you talk to her? And I was like, I don't even know what you say. If she wants to be an artist, she wants to be an artist. She dropped out of grad school to go be, where her passions lie. And so because I think it's extreme, who wants to live the rest of their life doing something that made them miserable because you thought you'd make more money at it or because somebody made you pick that major or that discipline? It's putting a square peg in a round hole and it's a horrible journey.